Hi, Cami back with another episode of Google Drive Blitz Challenge. And this month we are going to look at moving and organizing folders around and files in our Google Drive. So to start with, we are going to come into our Google Drive, and I'm already inside of a folder. Here you can see I'm in a folder called Challenge Number 4. Now, one of the first things that I want to do is show you one of my favorite tricks, and that's to open up a brand new tab. And if we type docs.new, just like that, it opens up a brand new document. We don't have to go to the waffle. We don't have to go to Google Drive. So you'll notice though that when I come back to my Google Drive, it didn't go inside the folder that I had opened up. If we use that docs.new, or it also works with sheets.new, slides.new, forms.new, it's always going to come into our root. We call this the root of our drive, where it just says my drive. That is the root of our drive. So we can move files around from our Google Drive where we see the lists of all the files and folders. So lots of you know one easy way is to click on a file and drag it into a folder. Now, here's another way that some of you don't know, and that is, did you know that if you clicked on the far left side, right on that little arrow beside my drive, it opens up a whole list of your folders again? So now this is really good if you want to drag a whole bunch of things, but you don't want to drag them way up to the top where those folders are. I can get this another document, challenge number 4, and I can drag it right in there. And let's say I wanted to do 2 items. I could take this Google slide, and then I hit my control key. I can pick another single slide. So now you can see 2 of those are highlighted in blue. I can drag both of those into my challenge number 4, and there they go. Another way to move something around in a Google Drive is to right-click on an item, and this works for a file or a folder. I'll use it with this Google Forms file. And I can click on Move To, and now I can scroll down here, pick challenge number 4, and I can click Move here. Now, sometimes that little blue button hides down below, and so you need to adjust your screen. So that's another way to move things all around from your actual Google Drive. Now we'll look at some ways to move things around from within a file. So I'm going to go into challenge number 4. This is a Google form, and up at the top, you'll notice that right beside the name, might be a folder. And if there's a folder, we can click on that folder, and I can see this one's already in challenge number 4. So the button is grayed out. It says items already in here. It won't let me move it. So let's try another one. This time, I can see that it is just in my drive, and so I can click on challenge number 4. And this time the version isn't in there, so my button is blue. And when I click on it, it will move it. Now it says that it's been moved. If I've made a mistake, I can undo that if I need to. So let's go into another document and look at some other ways to move things. So we can also come into the File menu in Google Slides or Sheets or Docs, and there is also a Move button down on our Files menu. Now, something that might be a little different is if you open up a Google Drive folder and it has not got a folder at the top, but instead it has the Google Drive triangle with a plus sign, that means that that file is not been moved into your drive, that it's still in your shared with me. We talked about that in our last episode. And if you click on that folder, you can do the same organizing. Can move that into challenge number 4 if I'd like. But this time, instead of move, it says add shortcut here. So for your challenge this week, you're going to move some folders into a folder. And so I've got 4 folders right here. I'm going to click on the first one, and then I'm going to click on Shift and challenge number 4, get all of those. I'm going to drag those all into my Google Drive challenge. Now watch what happens. These 4 did not have the shared person icon. When I put them into this folder that has a shared on it, it says, are you sure? If you move those, everyone will have access to them. So I'm going to say, yes, I know. I'm going to be okay with that. I'm going to press move. So now I'm going to open up this folder, and there they all are right inside of there. So there's my folders inside of my folder. Then I'm going to come over to the left side again, click on that little arrow beside Drive, and I'm going to open up that Google Drive so that I have a set of matching folders. So what's in my root drive here, or what's in my main screen, matches my left screen. So I want to see that these boxes match these boxes. So that's what you're going to show. You're going to take a screenshot that would include both of those. So those matching folders, we could see that you could move those around and you know how to get there. That's what you will include for your screenshot.